Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hey. Today's topic is steps for fading your hyperpigmentation. So that's what we're talking about today. My hair is dripping because I just got out of the shower from washing my hair. So that's why I have this towel. But let me wave to those of you who just came in. All right, so yesterday we talked about visualizing your best skin, and welcome to all those who are coming in. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. Hey, wait, let me see this. Larger Than Life, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hey, Spring Blue, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So yesterday we did the vision board, and I wound up taping it. I taped it today because I want to keep this up while we are going through waxing this month. I talked about the importance of visualizing. Hey, Honey Shells 91, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Good to see you. Here is yesterday's vision board that we talked about. The importance of putting what you want to look like. And we were talking about the bikini line. For those of you who are working on clearing on your bikini line, grab some pictures like this and tape them somewhere. Literally, this doesn't have to take you a lot of time. This is the whiteboard that I usually write on, and a bunch of magazine clippings. The video from yesterday is up on why to do this, how it helps, and those kind of things. All right. Welcome to the Waxing Show. So the only announcement I have before we go into the intro and before we go into content is, I don't have my water. Nah, I should be good. Is that today's the last day to get the underarm wax tutorial for $9.99. It's going to go up to tomorrow. Hey, Velamar. I know that's not your real name. I know your real name is, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, but your real name is, we've been talking, help me out. Is it Noette? Moet? Did I get it right? Moet? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Yeah, so that's the only thing, is the video class is Moet. Yes, I got it. Okay. Oh, no, Monette. Okay, I was close. Monette. So that is that for announcements. All right, so we're going to get into hyperpigmentation. The reason why I wanted to get into it is because a lot of you follow me for that specific reason, that you deal with hyperpigmentation, or you have clients who deal with pigmentation. I just want to clean that up. So, and I'm very good at lightening that up in a good way, right? So not bleaching our skin. We're fading it, but we're doing it properly. So once it's faded, we have nice clear skin afterwards, and it's healthy. So I'm gonna do the intro to the show for those of you who are new or you're coming back. And we will get started. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I am Becca, a pro waxer, skin therapist, and licensed esthetician since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through full body waxing, chemical peels, facials, and products. I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads that have been sold all over the US, the UK, Canada, UAE, and Trinidad. Whoop whoop, shout out to Trinidad. She said, hey, from Philly to Bama. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So I'm guessing you live in Alabama now? Oh, you're the one who was commenting on the post. Yes, good for you. I hope you were able to find Lashes Aesthetics great. Dr. Lashes Aesthetics helpful. Boom, Philly and Alabama. Okay. I help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, attract clients, and improve their waxing technique. Some things that you may be interested in to be like, okay, this is why I should listen. I've been the regional trainer for a large waxing franchise and the lead esthetician and pro waxer at a high-end gym in Newport Beach. This month, we're talking about waxing. So if you want to know any information about waxing, I'm sending out an email every single day with information on waxing and to get you better waxes. Like, we're talking about hyperpigmentation today. So if you struggle with that, waxing is going to help you. And then I give you information based off of that. You want to join the Wax Lounge. If you are interested in skincare information and you want to know about ingredients, join the lab. And then if you are a professional and you need help with starting your own product line, starting your own salon suite, attracting clients, increasing your income, join the Salon Tea. It's free to join all of them. Click the link in the bio on Instagram at 3B Waxing, and yeah, you'll be connected. I will try a wax next as soon as I'm looking for my own wax line with CBD. CBD. Okay, so hyperpigmentation. Some of you don't know, I used to really struggle with dark spots. I talked about it yesterday, how my bikini line was a hot mess, and now I know the steps to do it. And a lot of times people will come in and they'll be like, oh, I have these dark spots, and they'll think one thing is going to help it. One thing may do a lot of things, like my pads help a lot because they're exfoliating and they have lactic acid. But there's a lot of other things that you need to be doing as well. So I'm going to focus on lightening areas for the bikini line because I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are struggling with. But you can use these techniques and this stuff for your face as well. So the first thing, we're getting straight into it today. The first thing that you want to do is exfoliate. And so those of you who are estheticians, this is good for telling your clients what they need to be doing, is you need to be exfoliating with a chemical exfoliant. Why does it need to be chemical? Because it is gentler on the skin. You can use physical exfoliants as well, like scrubs and brushes, but you want to stick with chemical because when you're using physical and you're prone to hyperpigmentation, physically rubbing is going to cause some trauma to the skin. And we don't want trauma because trauma can cause dark spots. So you want to go to chemical exfoliants. That's why I have the pads. And this goes for your papaya enzymes. There's a really good one with PCA Skin, Revitalizing. A lot of my clients love that one. Just, you want something chemical. When you come in to get a wax from me and say you get a vajacial, then I will do I've been using the blueberry enzyme from SkinScript, which is a chemical exfoliant as well, and that does really well with lightening the skin. So those of you who are estheticians who use SkinScript, you can use that little piece on your clients. Chemical exfoliant, so you need to exfoliate. The second thing you need to do is you need to use a vitamin C. Not every vitamin C is made the same. Some are stronger in different areas. You may have to do some trial and error, but you need to get some vitamin C into your routine. Vitamin C is the antioxidant for your skin that you need to be using anyways, but it's also great for lightening. And a third thing, I'm going off the top of my head, but I don't want to forget the list I'm doing, so let me write. But if y'all need to get your pens and papers too. So you need to exfoliate. You need to do your vitamin C. Then you need to figure out how often is best to exfoliate for you. I have seen people over exfoliate and cause more dark spots or make their spots darker because they will be using a cleanser. Say you're using the SkinScript glycolic cleanser and you're using the pads and you're using a retinol moisturizer, but you can't handle all of that. Like, some people can handle all that, but not everybody can handle all that. With this craze on vajacials, what will we find out in 10 years? I see what you're saying. It's funny because it's such a craze now, but literally it's like really popular right now. So the question she had was, she basically brought up vajacials since I brought them up. And I'll address it, but since we were just talking about vajacials. Yeah, it's very popular. Literally, I was doing this way before. So I've been doing chemical peels on my bikini line for a long time. But recently it's starting to get more popular of people doing different things. I think that, one, we don't know, obviously, if there's some type of adverse effect. But if you can use it on your face, you should be using it on your bikini line. There is, I guess, the fear of some people of, if it's going to affect your ovaries or those kind of things with vajacials. Well, you just have to, for the people who are getting them done, they are going to have to agree that they're okay with that risk. Because that's like with anything. That's like Botox or anything. You accept the risk that's coming with it. But I've been doing vajacials technically for 10 years. So longer than 10 years. Because I've been doing it before it was a thing. And it's been good. It's giving me the result. And my clients the result. So, yeah. So going back to how often you're exfoliating, you need to find out if you should be exfoliating less and you want to play around with your routine. Like if you are using, and everybody's different. That's why this information that I'm giving is like basic. If you want something specifically for you, you do a skin improvement call or work with your esthetician, because everyone is different. I've seen so much. I've done this for practicing for 10 years. I've seen so many different things. Everyone is different. Everyone can handle it. I've seen people who can handle so much exfoliation and it finally gets through to their dead skin where we can get out their ingrowns. And I've seen somebody who they can barely exfoliate, or they have to only do it once a while because they have such sensitive skin. So it is up to you to find out what works best for you. And if you're an esthetician, it's up to you and your client to work together to figure out what works best. So I was exfoliating, vitamin C, how often you exfoliate. You need to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is going to protect you from so when you're exfoliating, you're taking that dead skin and you're having the living skin cells come through. You don't want the sun to make that darker as you're lightening up that area, because you're exposing yourself to the rays of the sun. I have done this. I've seen this happen. I've done this. I'm telling you, please, please, please wear sunscreen. If you're working on dark spots, I know I said I would focus on bikini line. I'm kind of going to the face more, but sunscreen's important. I have gotten a chemical peel, and I knew I should have been wearing sunscreen. Didn't. And I had a whole dark. This was hey, Lynette, Healing Hands, welcome to the 3 Waxing Show. I said yes. Yeah, I had a whole dark thing because I didn't wear sunscreen when I did that peel. And I've had things go darker. I mean, I've just done this, right? It's just, I've been through all this, and I've seen clients go through this, and it's like, if this information can help you anyway, get the sunscreen. Okay? Somebody out there who's like, no, I don't need no sunscreen. I hear this all the time. I'm black. I don't need no sunscreen. You do. Please. So sunscreen, and then with the vitamin C, you can apply the vitamin C to your bikini line. I know it's kind of different and not conventional. It works. The other thing is, I really like the pigment gel from PCA Skin. You don't have to use that one, but I think that's a really good one. Again, I'm just speaking from what I've experienced and what I've helped my clients with. PCA Skin pigment gel is great. Get some type of pigment gel so you can spot treat on those spots. So as a esthetician, we go through the stuff so we can tell our clients what not to do from experience, y'all. We're not just saying it just because. Exactly, Lynette, Healing Hands. It's so true. You know, I'm glad you co-signed on that, because it is very true. I am not saying this stuff to, like, okay, yes, I run a business and I go live so I can make money, you know. But I'm not saying this for just to make money. I'm saying this because it really help you. If you don't buy from me, that's fine. Just do the stuff. A lot of times estheticians, we, like she was saying, we do go through these things and we know what we're supposed to do. I will sometimes purposefully do a treatment on myself that's just crazy. Like, it's a lot of stuff at one time just to see what will happen. And sometimes I strike gold and I'll find something that will really work for one of my clients. And now I have clients that trust me so much that they'll let me play around and do some stuff. I'll be like, hey, would you want to do this? This is why it wouldn't work. This is why I would. You want to? But those are the people who've been rocking with me for a while, and we love to experiment. And I've gotten a lot of good things coming out of that. So definitely listen to the professionals. I know I'm going on a tangent, but this is important. Definitely listen to the professionals, because we've done this stuff and we see a lot of this stuff happening. You know, there's people out there that give skin advice, and this is no hate towards anyone or no one's business, but there are people out there that give skin advice based off of just their skin experience, and they haven't learned about skin or gone to esthetician school, and they are just, you know, oh, I tried this product, and they have a great following, and then people buy their stuff. But there is education in what we talk about, and there's experience not just from doing it on ourselves, but doing it on our clients. We see things over and over again. We witness a lot. So I know it's a tangent, but it's important because it needs to be said more often. I think sometimes people think they can just get skincare from anybody, and you can't. You can, but there's a lot of value in getting it from an esthetician and getting instruction from an esthetician, because it's like with anything. It's valuable to get wisdom from somebody else who's gone through it. You don't need to take everything they have, but you can take what you need from their information. So, exfoliate, vitamin C. You need to find out how often you're exfoliating. Sunscreen, wear it 30 plus, and then also pigment gel. Now, specifically for the bikini line, you want to not wear underwear when you're sleeping. I have found that works really well for ingrowns, but then also that friction. So if you are very sensitive, then you're gonna, like, if your bikini line is very sensitive, then you're gonna want to wear like loose pants at night, or just no underwear at all when you're sleeping. So let's see, what else do I want to give you guys? Exfoliate, vitamin C, how often you exfoliate, sunscreen, pigment gel, not sleeping in your underwear. I mean, that's a good amount. I'll give you another thing you can do is vajacials. And what I mean by that is giving yourself, hey, this woman's work. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hey, girl, hi. One thing you can do is give yourself facials on your bikini line. So do the whole process of cleansing, exfoliating. You can put like a lightening gel, a pigment gel. I like PCA Skin pigment gel. You put it on there and then massage it in. And then do a brightening mask. There's this mask my friend got me it's for lightening. But you could use a type of mask on there. You treat that skin like it was on your face. Because again, we are working on lightening that area, healthy wise. You also need to moisturize. Don't forget to moisturize if you are using some type of pigment gel, because it can be drying. And then the last thing I will add to that is talk better to your skin, and then do this like we talked about yesterday, is make your vision board. All these things you can do and you'll lighten up your skin. And if you're, well, I didn't even say the main one, right? I didn't even say the main one. Wax. Oh my gosh, I totally missed the main one. The whole reason I just got caught up in giving y'all these other ones because I kind of think waxing as a default, but I'll talk about waxing in a second. So aloe vera gel for moisturizing. Aloe vera gel is okay. It can moisturize. I think aloe vera gel is really good for after you wax, but it can be moisturizing. By itself, you probably want to get a moisturizer, but it does have moisturizing properties. And it's really good for after you wax. I tell my clients to use aloe directly from the plant. Just use that from the plant, and then or if they get red, or if we're doing a peel or something. So I forgot about the main one. I didn't forget. It's just, we talk about waxing so much. It's in the name. I live and breathe waxing. I just thought it was, waxing is going to help you a lot. I say this all the time, but if you are struggling with ingrown hairs, ingrown bumps, dark spots, you need to start waxing. This woman's work said, got it, yeah. You really need to start waxing. You really do. I got into this because I have a personal story from it. It helps me. My skin has gotten so much better from waxing. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, so when it first happened, when I first found out waxing, I was just addicted. I was like, ugh. And then I wanted to help other people. And I've been doing this for 10 years. So people who've had a lot of ingrowns or a lot of dark spots, they will see that waxing works really good because waxing is a form of exfoliating. Now, if you suffer with really bad ingrowns and dark spots, then you're going to need to up all of this. All of this, you're going to have to up. So you're going to have to wax every 3 weeks. You're going to have to stay on top of it. There's a price for it. For some of you who have the skin where it's like difficult with ingrowns, I mean, I have that. So I have to stay on top of this, right? But one thing I found in doing this for years is that it's cumulative. Like, because I've stayed consistent, I can now, it used to be I couldn't go very long without doing my routine, right? Or I have like an ingrown breakout or something like that. But waxing builds upon itself. So when you're waxing, you're thinning the hair, you're also lightening the skin because it's exfoliating, and that stuff builds on top of each other. It's just like habits. If you eat healthy for 2 days, yeah, that's cool. But if you eat healthy for a month or 2 months, if you have a bad week, it's really not going to affect you as much or be detrimental to the whole progress. Whereas if you had only eaten healthy 2 days, did a week, and then you're like, it's... So wax, basically. Get your wax on. For those of you who really, because I know there are people out there, I know you because I've been there. Start saving up your money if you don't want to wax yourself. Save up your money to go every 3 weeks. Find somebody good who uses hard wax. Another thing I would say is get hard wax. I believe it's gentler on the skin. Someone I know, they posted on my thing, they're looking into sugar wax. That's fine if you want to get sugared. A lot of people do it because it's organic. A lot of people come to me though because it hurts less when they use a hard wax. So I'm a hard wax advocate. Do what you need to do. But I'm also gifted in what I do. I'm also gifted in waxing. So you know, if you feel like you need to get sugar, then, or if you need to try it. But I definitely am an advocate for hard wax. I know that's really good for those of you who are struggling with ingrowns and dark spots, and get consistent with it. And then if you are looking to wax yourself at home, I've been doing Wax With Me calls where I can teach you how to wax yourself at home, and just invest in the quality products. Like, I have a list of what you need to get. And then, you know, I am teaching you how to wax yourself at home. Once you really learn how to wax yourself at home, you're saving a lot of money, right? Even if you wind up, like, we all can do our nails, but we like to get our nails done, right? But you save a lot of money. And so I'm charging at a low rate, but it's such an investment. If you can get good at it and do it, even if you need to do the call like a few times to just get good at it, you're good. Like, some of you, a lot of you actually who've been doing the calls aren't even in California. You're in the East Coast. And, you know, we're in a lockdown here. Some of you guys are in lockdown, some of you are not. But the thing about being able to do it yourself is that way, when you move, you don't have to worry about messing up your hair growth cycle. You can do it real quick. I have clients who, even before the shutdown and everything happened, they knew how to wax themselves, but they would either wax themselves or come to me. Wax themselves or come to me. Now, what I will say, and this is for people who get waxed by other people, and this is for people who wax themselves. When you are switching around to different wax, this is for the person who goes to get waxed by somebody else. When you are switching to different people to get waxed, that can cause ingrowns. Because everyone, so everyone pulls differently, right? Every esthetician pulls differently. Even if we train all the same, every person pulls differently. Everyone has their vibe once they start vibing, right? I could do the same pattern as the other esthetician, but it'll feel differently. That's something clients say to me all the time. Like, for some reason, that every time they come to me, they're like, and I wanted to share this because it's something that clients tell me all the time, and I just take it in because, like, you know, I'm just like, whatever. But it's something that when you find the right esthetician, stick with them. My clients tell me all the time, my hair thins out when I get waxed with you. They're like, I've been getting waxed for years. I've been getting waxed consistently, and when I get waxed with you, it thins out. I don't know what it is. It's something about it. Waxing really is my thing. But find your person and stick with them. Now, if you're waxing yourself, start in the beginning. It may be a little rough, right? Because you're learning. But as you're continuing to learn, you'll have a rhythm of how you wax yourself, and you want to wax yourself similar because you're training your hair. It's like when you would get your hair hot comb. For those of you who know what a hot comb is, you know, it's like training your hair. It's like everything. It's training your skin or your hair as it's getting pulled out. So that stuff matters. That's a lot I gave y'all that you can work on your dark spots. So I stress this enough. If you are a person that's shaving, consider waxing. It's worth the investment. The hair thins out. It does. Your hyperpigmentation fades. And if you combine it with all this stuff, then you're gonna succeed. Also, one thing that you can think about, say you don't want to consistently wax yourself. You're like, I like to get waxed, and I hear you, because I like to get waxed too, but I wax myself most of the time. Even if you learn, when we get into times like this where things shut down, or if you go on vacation, some of you will go on vacation, and I'm looking in the future, right? Because right now everything's kind of weird. People aren't going on vacation as much. But in the future, when you're going on vacation and say you have hairs but you don't want to shave them, because some of my clients will say, oh, I had these hairs, you can wax them. Now, doing that may put you on a different hair growth cycle. and I'm not going to go into hair growth cycles today. I have plenty of videos about them, or we can always talk about your personal hair growth cycle on a call, but it may mess up your hair growth cycle, but that's the trade-off. Do I want to be smooth for this vacation and get this hair right instead of shaving it, or do I want to be on the same cycle? So there is a lot of trade-offs, I will say, with if you struggle really bad with dark spots and ingrowns, you're going to have to put some time into taking care of your skin. I'm not going to tell you that one thing's going to work. Will the pads work by themselves? They will do an amazing job for a lot of you. And a lot of you, they'll clear up your ingrowns. A lot of my clients are like, these are just amazing. You know, this is it. Some of you, I'm not talking to, when I say that it's a commitment for some of you, it's harder. I'm one of those people, so I understand. My heart goes out to you because I know it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It is worth it so much. And if I can get that across on this show, then I do my job, because then you know, like, okay, I need to get serious about this. And one thing I'm creating, I sent this to the email for the Wax Lounge, and I talked about it in December and asked you guys what you wanted. I'm creating a habit tracker because Ashley said the pads are working. Yes, I'm going to take that. I'm going to screenshot that as a review. Because it's great when I say it, but it's better if you guys say it. So thank you so much for the review. What were we talking about? Habit tracker. So a lot of you need help with being consistent. I understand, because I'm the same way. So I'm working on a thing. Well, I'm working on a workbook for you guys to like track your skincare and when you buy skincare and what you're saving up for and what your skin type is and all this stuff. I'm making that, but you know, you gotta do step by step, right? Inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard is hard, as my dad would say. So I'm creating a habit tracker that will, I kind of, in my mind, I know what it is, and what you guys asked for, I know what it is, but I still need to sit down and like really, you know, get it going of like how it's really going to help you. But it's something to help you stay on track. Some of you are like, you know what? I see results. I see things happening, but then you'll backslide and not use them for a while. And so I'm hoping this will help those of you who like to take, you know, check mark something, or, you know. So that's my goal. That's my goal for the habit tracker, so that you can stay on top of it. But yeah, so I'm going to go over the things that we talked about, go over the list here. Number 1 was exfoliate and use a chemical exfoliant. So the pads are a chemical exfoliant. The acne ingrowns are, I do have the fruit enzymes. They are chemical exfoliants, so they're strong, but they're not as strong as the acne and ingrown pads, because the acne and ingrown have salicylic 2%. And the fruit enzymes are out of stock anyways, but they will be in stock very soon. Very, very soon. Well, maybe not that soon. I think they will be. Sorry. Number 2, vitamin C. You need to use a vitamin C. You can use it on your bikini line. You can use it. I've used vitamin C on my underarms. It can get sticky, and you know, then I won't wear deodorant. So it's days that I'm not around people, so I'm not wearing deodorant. I can do a thing about underarms. All these work for the underarms. You just have to be consistent with your underarms, especially if you're prone to dark spots. Like I had recently, I know this is personal, but this helps somebody. I recently had a allergic reaction to some medicine, and it broke out my underarm, one of them, and it turned dark. And so I used the pads. I'm not being very active on lightening up, because I'm like, I can do it. I know how to lighten them up. But the pads did lighten them up. And you can do like I do an underarm detox in the salon for my clients to help them with their underarms. you can do the same kind of thing at home, like an underarm facial, and put vitamin C and stuff in it. So this works for your underarm as well. This works for your back, your butt. If you have like get acne on your butt and then you want to lighten up the dark spots from the acne, this is great for the butt, because I know it is a self confidence thing, like when you don't feel that sexy, because if you have acne on your butt or something, it's like, it doesn't feel that sexy. Now with exfoliating on your butt, you can definitely use a physical exfoliant, and I recommend Tree Hut. And you can use the pad. So I find that the skin on the butt is stronger, and then, or can take, that exfoliation. And then you can also just wax your butt as well, or have like somebody wax your butt. And if you want to do that, I can always teach your partner how to wax you. The third thing is you need to look at how often you're exfoliating. So we're always adjusting to seeing how often we need to exfoliate. Can our skin handle an exfoliation that's chemical using the pads and a physical each week, or do I need to switch off, or what does your skin need? So that's why I really want to create this book, so that way you guys have that information too. Like if you're my personal client and you come in to get services from me when I'm open, you know that. So I used to take diligent notes. Like it used to be a whole sheet of notes on you after your service. Then I started not being able to do all that because I got too busy. And I would just type them in the thing. Now I just have it in my mind. There's like little file cabinets or little files in my mind on you. I know it's weird, but it works. And so I have all that information on my clients. So I'm like, okay, remember we did da-da-da. And my clients will be like, how do you remember this stuff? I just do. But if you are not my client and you are going somewhere else, this is what you need to do. Especially, I know this is happening because I talk to you guys on the phone and you have no idea what people have put on you, what people are doing onto your skin. And that's okay. But you need to start being an advocate for yourself and your skin. And this is no like shade or anything to any other esthetician. I obviously teach estheticians, so I want estheticians to do this more because it helps their clients. It's serving you guys better, right? Start writing down everything they did to your skin. So when you go to get your facial or your wax, take little notes like, okay, today we did da-da-da, she recommended this, boom. And that's what I want to do in that little book I'm creating for you guys. The book's going to be a while. I don't want to confuse you and let you know that the book is coming soon. It's just a sheet that's coming soon. The book, I really want to take my time on it, get some feedback from you guys, really put in a lot of creative thought to it, because this is something that I think is going to change the game for a lot of you who have a lot of information and you're buying products and stuff, but you kind of need a package. You need it like, here, this is how to organize it. I'm that way. Like I can get a bunch of information, but if it's organized, I'm like, I can run with it. And I think a lot of you are like that. So yeah. But I would say, jot down the different things in your calendar. Put down, this was my last wax. This is when I need to get waxed. Even if you're not booking with that esthetician, or you aren't, say you're doing wax me calls, but you're not booking them out in advance. Just, put in your thing like, okay, I want to go here. I want to come at this time. I want to come at this time. This woman's work. What about you? Thank you so much. I think I appreciate it. This woman's work. Thank you, girl. So yeah, make sure you are keeping track. Be your own advocate. It's kind of like healthcare. I learned that as good as my doctors are, I have to be the advocate for myself. I have to make sure I'm staying on top of it. And so you have to do the same thing for your skin. Hey, Larger Than Life. Thank you so much for the badge. I appreciate it. Thanks, girl. So, let me wave to her. So yeah, be your advocate. Number 4, sunscreen. We talked about it. You need to be wearing your sunscreen 30. I really like Black Girl sunscreen. I used to carry it. I don't carry it anymore. But you can get it at Target. Also, with that sunscreen, I feel like if you are on the dry, normal to dry, that's a really good one. But then there's also like weightless sunscreens that you can look into. But you definitely need something to protect your skin. And then wearing sunscreen when you go out. I know we're in winter where people aren't really wearing swimsuits. I'm in California, and so the sun is still out. People are still going to the beach. You know, if you are out and you are wearing your bathing suit or something, just spray some sunscreen in that area. Make sure you're catching that area. Because also with you exfoliating your bikini line, again, you're more sensitive to the sun. So you can actually get, and I know this because I'm speaking from experience here, you can get a dark spot on your bikini line. Like a shadow. Because I do so many treatments sometimes, and then I've laid out and been like, oh crap, I didn't spray that area good. So that's something to keep in mind. The next one is a pigment gel, a spot treat. I really like PCA Skin pigment gel. My clients do well with it, but there's other ones out there. There are, like the one with PCA, they have one that's hydroquinone and hydroquinone free. If you don't know if you're allergic to hydroquinone, just go with the hydroquinone free. If you're using it on somebody who's younger, like, you know, maybe under 15 or something, then I always tell them to go with the hydroquinone free. And then the next one is, what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For those of you taking notes, we're on number 6. Not wearing underwear when you sleep. So, you know, don't wear underwear. And then a lot of times people tell me like, oh, I can't do that. Like I have children who sleep with me. Just wear pajama pants and no underwear underneath, because that tightness, that friction. Even wearing thongs can give you that friction. So you want to, you know, I don't want to say don't wear thongs, but for those of you who are really sensitive, thongs may not be the way to go, or you may just have to be selective when you wear them. Doing vajacials, so treatments at home. Hey, B Cashish, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So, doing the treatments at home, one really good enzyme that you can use. So you can use the pads with steam for your treatment, but also what you can do is you can do the PCA revitalizing mask that I've done it on the show. Hey, Million Natural Styles, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. You can do that enzyme on your bikini line and let it sit while you're in the shower and let the steam go. So just shower, you know, do your whole routine, just try not to get it wet. You can also do it on your underarms, or if you have a steamer, just do it. I know if somebody walks in or, you know, maybe crazy doing it, get past that. It's worth it. I don't think my husband realized all the treatments I do to myself to stay how I want to stay. How am I going to tell he lived with me? I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. Moisturize. Because the point of this is to lighten those hyperpigmentation, but to do it where you're not drying out your skin. Like, we don't want to get rid of that pigment, but then also have like dry skin that doesn't look good. One thing I want to talk about, I don't talk much about retinol. I'm going to go into the rest of them. I just want to do a little side note on retinol. Retinol does help with lightening areas. I have used it to lighten. It's so up and down. Like, some people do really well with it. Some people, it takes a long time for your skin to adjust. So that's why I don't talk about it so much. And I'd rather you work on these things. My throat's getting tired, so I'm about to end this soon. I'd rather you guys work on these things before you start going into a retinol. Like, that's a little more advanced. So we'll just start there. The last thing, no, not the last thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the 9th one for those of you taking notes. Vision board. Literally, I told you I did not make this up. I had written all these or cut these all out. Is there any schools you recommend to get licensed to be an esthetician? If you're in California, there's the one by Advanced. If you're in California, I have one that I recommend. If you're in Arizona, I have EVIT because that's where I went to. And then if you need help, if you're in California, okay. I was gonna say if you need help looking for schools, I can always do that with a call. But if you're in California, I have one for you. Just Skin. Look her up. She is. She follows me, and I follow her back. We are. She is actually the instructor, or she's not an instructor anymore. She's the director, maybe. I don't know what her role is there, but she runs one of the schools out here that's really good, and she's very educational. Like, she's one of my clients. She rented from me when I was at the salon. She's so educational, and like, they run a good school. Her name is Francine, Skin by Francine, something like that. Just look her up. She's I'm following her and she's following me, so you'll see it. And ask about the school that she teaches. Just tell her I sent you, and then she'll know what to say to give you information. Yeah, look into the followers. That's a really good school. I speak there. Spoken there once, and then did some things with them, and then I'm planning on, once this is all over, we're gonna do some more stuff together. But it's a really good school. So I was talking about, you're very welcome. I was talking about how I cut these out. Like, I wouldn't show my actual vision board to the public unless everything came true. So let me just tell you that right now, because I like to keep that secret, until things pop off. But I had cut these out before, and I forgot that I did it, because I say I've been not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I have a trip to Vegas, which I love Vegas, and right now we are still quarantined, so we're not going to Vegas. But I'll cut these out, I have a trip coming up, I want to make sure my bikini line is smooth. I'll start getting on my routine better. I'll do something. So I cut these out for a trip or something, and I forgot about them. I left them in a drawer, and in my mind I was like, oh, it'd be great if I could talk about visualizing their bikini lines on the show and had some props. And I was cleaning out the drawer or looking through the drawer, and I found these, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I talked about them yesterday, and then I taped them onto the board for those of you who are just coming on the show today. I taped them on board, and it's going to be like our example vision board for the month. So I highly recommend you do this. This is not just to make sure it's this is not just to do it. It really does work to have some inspiration and feel how it'll feel when your skin is clear, whether you're clearing up your face or you're clearing up your bikini line. I'm telling you, it works. And then I found some quotes on here. It was I have bikini shots on my profile because I'm proud of my body. And then flaunt what you've got was the words, but I kept these lines. I do this if I want something with my skin, or really anything, but if I want something with my skin, I'll post things to get me encouraged. It really does help. It does. Also, buying your favorite swimsuit or buying sexy underwear if you're working on your line, and wearing it even when you don't feel sexy, and just being I'm getting there. I'm telling you, it works. Like, it sounds like, oh, well, I'd rather just do the practical. This is practical. So this was the one we made. This is the group vision board, the 3B Waxing Show vision board for January, since we're talking about waxing. And then the last one is, well, the kind of last one is waxing. Start waxing if you are struggling with dark spots on the face. Wax. Start waxing. I get the question a lot. What should I do if I'm having ingrown hairs on my chin and hyperpigmentation? Wax. You know what the answer is going to be. Wax, 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 wax. It's going to help you a lot. Then I've had clients who, because a lot of my clients, like, I keep it confidential who my clients are. So if I say like, oh, a client, I won't ever say their name unless they let me. But I've had a client who knows other clients, and they will notice that another client's skin is doing great. And they'll be like, what are they doing? They'll be waxing. They just started waxing with me. That's all they're doing. Waxing will help. And then using hard wax will help. So if there's any questions, I'll open up for questions real quick. I kind of answer questions right now or throughout the thing today. The one announcement that I have for those of you who just came in and you want to work on your underarm waxing. So I've been teaching a lot of you how to wax your Brazilian at home, but if you are interested in waxing your underarms, then you want to get I created a video on how to wax your underarms at home. And if you click the link in the bio, it's the first button. And today it's on sale, and then it's going to go up so tonight it'll go up, and then it'll continue to go up every week. Ashley G said, she said, you know what? It just now showed me what you said. Yes, that's right. Skin Queen Francine. Yeah. That's correct. That's her. And I believe the school's advanced something. I know it, but you know. What was the name of the sunscreen to use? Black Girl Sunscreen. It's one of the great things about it, and you don't have to be black to use it. My husband uses it. One of the great things about it also is that it doesn't leave a film on the skin. So if you have, I know a lot of times with sunscreens, if you have dark skin, it leaves some of them leave like a purple look, and it doesn't do that. It's really great. Yes, you are welcome. So that's all I got for you. I had a blast being on here with you. Had a good time. This should help you. And then I will be on next week, Wednesday through Friday. You also will get, hey, Essa Dioza, welcome back. I know you've been back. Welcome back to the Waxing Show. You better ask it real quick, my friend, because I'm about to get off, and you're coming through about that. We will end on your question. So, if you are on the Wax Lounge, also on the lab, and if you've booked an appointment, you will be getting an email every week or every day with information. So all these things will help you with. Still good. So you need to, okay, so you said, can you help with ingrowns? Yes. This live is for you. So you need to go back and watch this live. It is for you. Yes, the pads help because they're a chemical exfoliant. I talked about all this stuff. So you need to watch this live. I'm going to save it up. Hopefully it'll save. And then for Lily, so then you may need to do some other things with it. So you can always book a skin improvement call, and we can figure out some things. Like, sometimes people don't know. There's a lot of things that could be happening, right? But waxing, exfoliating, and then also I would look into the direction of waxing, and then what else are you doing? Because you may need to also get into the chemical peel world. But if you're not waxing, then high PCOS and use chemical and physical exfoliants. Okay, yeah. So you are a person who is going to have to be very consistent and stay with it, and you may need to add facials into your routine, and you will want to you probably need to do chemical pills. So I recommend doing a skin improvement call with me, and then we can go over like some chemical pills I recommend, because even if you don't live here, I can recommend what you can look for around in your area, and then some other things you can do to help your skin. And then pills are just a stronger exfoliant. I haven't used Good Molecule, I don't know. So yeah, if you have any specific questions, like you do, skin improvement call. We can always chit chat, work on what you need specifically. Because again, you can watch this video, but the information is broad. And so helping you specifically, I'm happy to over there. Well, it's actually over FaceTime, like that. But anyways, have a blessed evening, and I will see you next